Hello and welcome to, I should welcome myself. Hello, welcome. My name is Colby Wilk. I'm a wayfinder. I help people hear the path that's calling to them. So, my friends, all of you want to go somewhere, be something, and there is a way to get there. That's what I do. I help you find your way. So how we're going to do that today in the midst of, a lot of uncertainty and unpredictability is we're going to center into ourselves. Regardless of what's happening, there is some opportunity for you to become more of you. Consider that you have a light within you. Some people would refer to it as a soul. The way you get more soul or more access is you do work on the container that is you. Some people refer to that container as your ego. The more you reshape this container to have windows and doors to allow the light to shine out, the more light you can bring down or in. So again, you have a soul, larger part of you within you. And the goal is not to get more soul necessarily, but to allow more of the light to pass through more windows. So the way you get more windows to your vessel is you start to observe your ego. You know your ego is in play when you're sad, mad, scared, frustrated. That's when you know. If you're in a buoyant state, not frenetic, calm, then you're connected to the light that you are. But if you're not, there's some work to do to open those windows to allow the light to pass through. Some people you'll see have more light. It's not exactly true. They have more windows because they've been able to, for lack of a better word, digest their ego, their false beliefs, their assumptions, their expectations, and they're able to flow with life. Those of us who fight with life close up because you can't win, really. Life wants you to evolve. And the way it's going to help you to evolve is by giving you some obstacles, by working through those obstacles and seeing that you are the light. You get more windows for the light to show through. So it's not that somebody has more light, it's that they allow that light to pass through them. So today, I guess, this is where this conversation is going as I speak, is how to get more aware of your ego. How do you do that? Well, let's do a practice now. 3 fingers below your belly button. And in the middle of you is your still point. Bring your attention there now. 3 fingers below your belly button and in the middle of you. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. And bring your attention down and in. 3 fingers below your belly button. That's where I would suggest your attention be. Wonderful. Now move your attention back into the middle of you. So again, you're 3 fingers below your belly button, and now you're in the middle of you, somewhere between your front and your back. This is your still point. Notice you feel calmer, more grounded. We tend to get more frenetic, more upset, more confused when we're outside of our bodies. But when we're in our bodies, we have a sense of calm and well-being. This sense of calm and well-being can pervade all of you now if you allow it. So allow it. Just intend to allow the calm and well-being that you've just had a taste of. And you could ask your beings, yourself, to give you assistance by asking them to help you go deeper into your still point, into this sense. 3 fingers below your belly button and midway between your front and your back. Well done. Notice what you're experiencing. This calm, this well-being means that you are matching up with your larger aspect, your soul, your essence, whatever you want to refer to that as. When you're not in this state or close to it, you're in your ego. Good. Now bring your attention to the front of your head, right here. Notice that doesn't feel great. Feels less great than putting your attention in your still point. Most of us keep our attention here, but it's also bringing up a lot of energy into your front of your brain. And those of us who have done a lot of spiritual work, because we've got more energy flowing, it gives us a headache. Now move your attention to the middle of your head. Middle. The center of your third eye. Notice that feels a little better. And now finally to the back of your head. So stay inside your skull, but between your brain and the outside of your head, bring your attention. This is the back of your head, or the back of somewhere between your skull and your brain, that place there. Now connect that with your still point, being aware of both this and this, your still point. Good. And now bring your attention below your feet. So the practice is back of head, still point, bottoms of feet. If you can, the heels. Back of head, still point, middle of you, heels. Notice I'm bringing your attention more to the back of your body. The back of your body gives you some protection because, things come to the front of us usually. It's a more, less personal way of being. In some ways, you're divorced from the collective, which can be really handy, especially when the collective is freaking out, which it is, it seems to me. Back of head, still point, bottoms of feet. Now, this is a practice. It's not like an answer or one-time thing. It's something that you practice over and over so that this becomes your default behavior, a default way of holding your field. If you don't practice, when you need this, you go watch the news tonight and get upset, or you get laid off, God forbid, or your girlfriend breaks up with you, or your boyfriend, or whatever. Okay, that's when you want to be able to do this pretty quickly. But today, my recommendation is to practice this throughout the day several times. One, it feels really good. Even if I'm wrong, it still feels good. And it's going to raise your vibration because you're more centered in yourself. The self-development, New Age, metaphysical community has tried to convince us to develop ourselves. That if we're not lazy and choose to look at our wounds, we'll be happier. It's not exactly true. In fact, it's created this sense that I'm not enough and I got to correct, as opposed to accepting ourselves as we are. Those of us who are self-development junkies, I put myself in that category, have paid a price by continually going after the wounds in an attempt to try to feel better. What about if you just try to feel better? Let's drop the wounds for a bit and bring our attention into our space in a way that feels good for us. Back of head, still point, bottoms of feet. Now, will this practice answer your prosperity concerns, your love concerns, your health concerns? Not exactly, maybe indirectly, but it's not about that. I find so many people who chase after circumstances, better circumstances, don't get them because they're chasing them. Better to bring yourself into alignment with the source of you. Feeling better generates more probably what you desire because you're in that better vibration, as opposed to, how do I change this? Oh my God, I got to change this. I feel so bad that everyone else is. It's not going to get you there. You can't get there where you want from where that spot is. Back of head. Still point. And heels. This is not the only place to bring your attention, just what I felt compelled to share with you today. There are 3 things I do. Help people to break free. That's the wound aspect, diving deep. Live fully. That's the second thing I do. And that has to do with practices. And then live in purpose. Third thing I do. And I help people do that by helping them become aware of their ego. So right now that you feel more centered and calm, fair to say is you're less in your ego. That part of us that helps us to feel special and different in sometimes nefarious ways. You have a sense now of the calming that is within you that can unfold. And when you're not here, chances are you're in your ego. And then you'd bring yourself back into a better feeling space. Take a deep breath in your nose and out your mouth. In your nose and out your mouth. Back of head. Still point. 3 fingers below your belly button and in the middle of you. Bottoms of your feet. If you're going to find your way to who you want to be and to the life that's been calling you, you got to be in your body. And you got to be calm. If you're frenetic, I can't find my way, what's next? What do I do? How do I bring in money? That vibration is inconsistent with what you want. Can't get there, from there. You just can't. Back of head. Still point. In the middle of you. Heels. Deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Now put your tongue behind your teeth, behind the front teeth, these guys. And that will signal your system to ground even further. We all have a path forward. All of us. But every path is unique. So this is where my gift comes in, is being able to spot what your path is and help you to be in alignment with it and help you to sense it. You don't want to keep on running to a psychic to ask them, what do I do next? That's just stealing your power. A really good psychic helps you to access your own intuition so that you know what the next right step is for you. And that's what I do. Okay, last time, back of head. Still point. Heels. And if you've gotten something out of today, please share the video. I do this every Monday, 9:30 Pacific. It was nice meeting you. It was nice spending time with you all. It's a great way for me to start my morning. Blessings to you, my friends. Blessings.